Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2025 reading. Every one of you born under the Scorpio sign. This reading, I've been drawn to do a message from the archangels and angels, a message from your guardian angels, a message from your animal spirit guides, and their messages are accompanied with charms and some cards just to help me to make sure I interpret and elaborate their message, or I should say communicate their message to you correctly. I do timestamp below, so if you want to jump into your messages, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to hang out and get the cards here, get the messages. So we'll start with the archangels and the angels. See what they want to share with you in November. So we transition here into the end of the year. Okay, we'll do the message from your guardian angels. See what they want to connect with you today on. That was quick. They're not hesitating with you, Scorpios. And now we'll get your animal spirit guide. See who comes forward today, or who wants to come forward today. Okay. And that's a little bit of a process, but trust me, it does help me in getting your messages to you. Just waiting here. I think they're digging a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Okay. I'm just removing the ones they didn't want. Okay. Get those out of the way. And now the other cards. Okay. So let's get your messages all together here. See what they want. Oop. Okay. We are ready. We're going to start with the angel number card. We'll just get the angel number. That will come with a message, an affirmation. So we're starting with 4141, 4141, about a reoccurring habit or more positive habits to replicate what makes you feel good, right? What aligns best with you. So we're starting there. So we'll get the message here from the archangels. 4141. Almost feels like a confirmation code, right? If I was on a radio or some kind of communication, I'd be confirming 4141. I don't know why that feels like I'd be announcing something, communicating something in that way. Okay, 4141, like code 4141 is what I guess I'm trying to say here. Okay, 4141. It's time to take a moment to reflect on why you're doing what you do. Are you working towards joy? Or are you simply working to work? Your purpose here on this planet is much greater than being just another cog in the machine. Break the habit of monotony. Start new routines that allow you to invest in your own well-being. Yeah, we did say that, right? Are you doing habits that resonate for you, that align with you, make you happy? Affirmation. I can always change for the better. Okay. let's see, what are they aligning? That little not so subtle nudge to you, Scorpios, right? Maybe that's why they were saying code 4141. Maybe that's what the angels use. Maybe they're up there yelling, code 4141. We have a Scorpio over here. Code 4141. Okay. So they need a little nudge. You need a little nudge. And look what they're providing you here. The pink. So this is a nudge in your heart center, your joy center. Unicorn. So magic can happen, right? Happiness, serendipitous moment, the heart flutter. And we have the rocking horse. So this is, if you've ever rocked on a rocking horse, you do move forward. Even though you're moving backwards, you do move forward, right? So that's moving forward from previous experiences. If you keep rocking, you're able to gain momentum to just move forward, and the rock back doesn't affect you as much. So there's a bit of a release here, right, of the habit. What isn't serving you? What, I'll tie this to basic modern day communications. This could be answering that text message from the person that you want to keep avoiding, but you give in and you reply back, and then you're sucked back into another argument, right? Or you break down and say yes to something. You let their influence overtake you, and as a habit, you want to move forward. You made progress forward. The last 3-6 months, you made progress forward, and then they called you again. Or it could be the monotony message from the angel, right? Are you, like they said, are you working to simply work, or are you enjoying what you do every day, right? That's a lot of time out of your day for you to not be enjoying what you're doing. Not easy to just pick up and leave, but it means start seeking, right? Start looking. What are the opportunities around you? Where could you move? How could you change within your organization or outside, right? Outside of it. Maybe it's an area of your life that you just need to shake up. Sometimes just redecorating or rearranging a room can add some new life, new happiness into a space for you. Okay. So we do have a choice here. So I know it is the Lover's card, but I'm reading this more as the archangels, an archangel coming down, and see how they're nudging and encouraging, kind of whispering in the ear on this decision. I think it might be something you've been dancing with, sort of the saying is, right? We play with an idea, the saying also kind of goes. So you might have been flirting with the notion or the intention to make a change somewhere. And the angels here, the archangels here, are saying that's not just a playful daydream that you're having. Like your soul energy, your heart is speaking to you. We're speaking to you that this is a natural nudge, right? Look where he's focusing your attention, up to the sun on the left pillar here, to the glow, right? The sun reflection off of the moon. So this is alignment on a wish, on an opportunity. So you've been contemplating, dancing around an idea, feeling the need for change, itching for change is another way to say it. There's a reason you've been feeling that intuitive nudge, right? That not so subtle, again, not so subtle nudge here from the angels, from the universe. And it was facing, the unicorn's facing, that's why I'm saying it's facing. She's also facing this opportunity. And look, it's the glow. They're showing me, how we use mirrors to reflect the light? That's what he's doing, right? He was shining. He was reflecting the light off the moon for you to help. Again, they're trying to show you the signs. They're trying to show you the green flags. In addition to your feeling here, Scorpio, around you, there should be some green flags happening. You're you're driving past a business and for some reason it keeps catching your attention. You always look at the building and you're now at the point where you're laughing at yourself going, why am I so interested in that building I keep passing? Go look at it. Check online, see what kind of jobs they have posted. It could be the same thing with a person. Why do I keep glancing? Why do I keep smiling whenever that individual interacts with me? They're trying to give you green signs. Green flags here, green lights. In the intro, I was talking about red lights, and now we've got green lights here. Get the camera to focus. There we go. So, green light, right? Unicorn, full steam ahead. We're acknowledging the past, right? We're still rocking back, but it's just to acknowledge, not to rock backwards, but to acknowledge as we move forward, as we make that decision that's better for you, best for you. Okay. Guardian angel message coming right from your guardian angel. So we have first, it's the heart, right? The beautiful pink card that you're choosing here. So a message from your guardian angel: trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all that you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. They're pairing the pink here with the rocking horse, right? The unicorn. The angel here reflecting the opportunity, like trust. I am going to give you that green flag. I am going to give you the sign. So be observant, right? Be quiet, be patient. We need to quiet our mind, quiet our emotions in order to be open, to be observant. So they are reconfirming the message here from the archangels. They're pairing this charm, and it was pointing the whole time to this message, this pentacle. This is my A to B. This is my golden arrow from heaven, right, from the angels. The golden arrow. Something is going to ignite a center in your heart here. You're going to receive some joy, some happiness, feelings that you haven't felt in a while regarding anything, right? Again, any area of life that feels dim right now, they know. Well, I guess your whole world. I guess Scorpio, maybe you've just in general, maybe in general. I'm going to go back to that monotony message, maybe because I heard ho-hum in my head. So ho-hum just means complacency. Nothing's really on the spectrum of overly joyful or crazy terrible, right? It's just the same rhythm, the same routine, but your heart's been ready and waiting for, something to come in and add a little sparkle, add some light here. So it looks like in maybe multiple areas, something that's going to make you feel like, wow, my whole world here has been affected, or is about to change, or is about to glow up. Because she's starting to go up. So here we have the shine, your decision to move forward. And look at your wand in your hand. Look at you going right up your soul beam here, right up your the next leg of the journey. This is the bridge to that next chapter in your soul journey, your soul path that you have designed for self. So you're making that decision to go down another route, A to B, the arrow A to B. So trust in self. Again, don't try to rock backwards here. They want the forward momentum. No more yo-yos. Okay, so spirit animals, since your guardian angel was right to the point there, Scorpios. Guess they know how you like to receive messages. Oh, starting with the she shell. Supposed to be the animal spirit first. Sorry about that. So we have the buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So the buffalo spirit, I really like this card, this depiction, because for me, in the country, so North America, where I am, we have like game faces. I think a lot of people do this, right? But the buffalo is prepared, right? They put on that self-confidence, painting the adornments, the knights putting their shields on. It's a ceremony. It's a process, and that builds up your confidence, builds up your self-esteem, builds up your readiness, your preparedness. We have pump-up music that we use to get our energy into that space. And in addition to that, buffaloes are very strategic because they are very successfully strategically because they are so observant. The buffalo knows when to urge the group forward, the herd forward. They know when to deviate the path. They're also quite creative when they are protecting the herd, when they are going into self-preservation mode. The way they take the stance, it's still quiet and defiant, but like a nice quiet stillness. Like they're not aggressive, because they're it's really the eyes. Sorry, they're pulling me into the eyes. With just a look, right? They can communicate so much with their posture, with their expression, and I think that's why you're going to be able to receive here. That's why the buffalo spirit's here. It's not just the strength and the preparedness, it's the communication that I'm seeing, the way you're communicating without words, right? Because they keep drawing me to the eyes, the posture, the stance. Leading by example, right? Do what I do, right? You're making all the right actions. And so they've chosen my seashell charm with the purple and the white. This is, oh my gosh, why won't it focus here? There we go. The purple and the white, this is harmony and intuitive balance in terms of where you're headed now. Not necessarily like a goalpost in mind, but you know what your next milestone is, you know what you want to achieve next, and again, you know how you want to present and communicate yourself. The white, this is your game face element. This is your self-belief. You have hope restored again. You have faith in self, faith in your abilities. You have trust that you can do it, right? Trust in self and your capabilities. So some really strong internal knowing here of who you are, where you're going, what you're going to achieve, and you're ready to head out on this chapter here. You're ready for it. You're ready to end out this year strong, and set yourself up for really great success in 2016. Because here you are at work, right? The buffalo with your herd. In the Five of Wands, I always see them as working together to get the pentacle into place, right? It's like they're building IKEA furniture here, or any kind of furniture that has like multiple pieces and screws, and you need a whole bunch of people to put together, right? Scaffolding. So they're putting together your pentacle, your powers to manifest are starting to come together, right? The two pieces on the bottom have already connected. They're shining. The one in the background there is ready to place that one across once the next two connect in. So you're already bringing it all together. And then here we have the Four of Swords, where I'm pausing because they're pulling back to the seashell with the curtains, the purple, the white, the purple, the white, the purple, the balance. Horizontally here, the knight is perfectly balanced. He's resting. He's calm. He's knowing. He's not anxious for tomorrow. He's having his sleep, his rest. He knows exactly what he's going to do the next day. He knows exactly how he's going to navigate himself the next day. Or he's confident enough to trust himself to have the ability to take on the next day. And they're really emphasizing here just tomorrow, like this one day at a time. It's all coming together. Again, the universe will provide. So a bit of patience, but that's because you're building. You're building something great here, even if it's just internally in your self-knowing, your self-belief. But they're really emphasizing your powers of manifestation. And we have the unicorn and the golden arrow. So we've got triple magic here, 333 from the angels. Each one, your entourage, are all communicating and reinforcing for you your abilities, your capabilities. So move forward, right? Heed code 4141, even if you want to say that to yourself, right? To help catch yourself. We tend to fall into a moment of self-doubt. You can go, oh, code 4141, right? I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do that again. So hopefully you're taking away your messages here as you head into the balance of November, December, and I even want to say January for you all, but it looks like you're getting some great framework in place. Again, look for your green signs here. They're trying to show you the way. They're trying to guide you. They're lighting your path here for you, your next leg of the journey. And then your work is over here, bringing everything together. The alignment here, the peace that you need, the open-mindedness, the willingness to grab this.